Hello out there, everyone in the land of YouTube, everyone in Facebook world, everyone in TikTok universe, guys. I am back with another project, and this is entitled Self-Reflection. Put together a few words to go with the topic, just as usual. Hope you guys enjoy this one just as much as you enjoyed all the rest. Look in the mirror. Do you like what you see? Can you grow in your environment? Do you give yourself a self-evaluation, or you getting better or falling back into old ways that don't prosper or grow you? What type of people do you attract? Who do you spend your time with? You're only as good as the company you keep. Do you take good care of yourself, knowing your value, setting a worth standard, never to lower on the account of others? You are your best asset. Do you like what you see in your self-reflection? And look in the mirror, man, and see, do you like what you see? Are you okay with what you see? Are you content with what you see? Do you want to better what you want to see, what you see? Or is it already what you want? And the thing about it, if you're in a certain, can you grow in your environment? If you're in a certain environment and you don't feel yourself excelling, you don't feel yourself growing, you don't feel yourself moving forward, having the things you want, getting the things you need, it's about time for you to change that environment. Because if you stay in a bad environment long enough, you will become that environment. It's just as simple as that. And do you give yourself a self-evaluation? Do you give yourself that, have I grown in this area? Have I gotten better? Have I let go of these past hurts? Have I grown mentally? How am I physically? And where am I at spiritually? Do you give yourself these evals? Do you see yourself getting better, getting greater, or do you see yourself on a decline? Are you getting better or falling back into old habits? The one thing you want to do is be going forward. The old habits, if they wasn't beneficial to you, it wasn't bettering you or for the better, the way that you interact out in everyday life, it's time to get rid of that. It's time to let those things go and grow out of them. What type of people do you attract? Yeah. And the saying is, in a way you are what you attract, but sometimes you attract certain people because they need what you're carrying. They cross your path for a reason. Yeah. And who do you spend your time with? That says a lot about you, who you spend your time with. It's kind of a reflection of you and who you spend your time with. You're only as good as the company you keep. It's like grandma used to say, and all the older people, birds of a feather flock together. Just as the saying goes, you hang with 6 losers, you're going to be the 7th. You hang with 6 winners, they're going to make sure you sit at their winning table, and they're going to make sure you win. Simple as that. Do you take good care of yourself, knowing your value? External value and internal value. Do you take good care of yourself internally just as well as externally? Do you value yourself? Do you like what you see? Do you want to better what you want to see? And do you want to keep upkeep on what you have? Setting a worth standard, never to lower on the account of others. Once you set that worth standard, you don't lower that for nobody. I don't care who they are and what their title is, how much time y'all got invested in whatever relationship y'all got going on. You don't lower that for nobody. Because that's something that is very, very held accountable to you. Something that should be important to you, and it should mean a lot to you, because this is your self-standard. This is where you stand. These are your boundaries. If anything, you should up them rather than lower them. You should never be on a decline when it comes to your self-standard, your worth standard, your value standard, who you are as a person standard, where you want to be at in life standard. You don't lower that for nobody, and you don't sell. Because you're selling yourself short and you're breaking your principles. You are your best asset. You are. Before you attain anything else in this life, before you go out and start selling yourself as your best asset, you are your own LLC in the beginning. That's why people go and bet their house on yourself. You're gonna think yourself in the end, especially if you're doing all the right things, you got all the right knowledge, and you operating and you exercising this. You ain't just got the faith, but you got the works to match it. You got the hustle, you got the grind, you got the knowledge, you got the wisdom, you have the know-how. You have the physical appearance, you got that charisma. You have that spiritual connection to be God, to be content with God, to be content with what you have now, thankful and grateful for, but you still want to venture out and get better. Yes, you are your best asset. Treat yourself as such. And do you like what you see in your self-reflection? I like what I see in my self-reflection. And it's only going to get better because I'm only wanting to better me and become the best version of me. I am the best, I am the greatest, and can't nothing tell me less than that. Everything I want out of life, I'm going to get that. Every day is going to be going after that. And we ain't selling ourselves short for no one. Self-reflection. I want to close out by giving God, excuse me. I want to close out by giving God the biggest thanks. I want to give him all the glory. I thank him for his favor, his blessing, his grace, keeping me in his mercy and protecting me from all evil. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for the love, for the support, for your likes, for your shares, for your views, man. I appreciate y'all like that. But and all you guys keep the love in your hearts. Be careful, be safe, be blessed out there, y'all, man. Stay humble. And big salute, y'all. I'm signing off, man. Until next time. Thank you, man.